You are listening to the Marc Guzman Podcast Experience. Before we get started, just a reminder that you can find all of my available rental properties on my website at marcguzman.com. If you own investment property, click on the Owner Services section to see our complete list of services. Today's episode and tasting is sponsored by East Brother Beer. Located on Canal Boulevard in Point Richmond, East Brother Beer aims to provide the best beers brewed to create a classic style of beer with a touch of modern sensibility. Everyone gets the munchies. Sometimes you just find yourself craving something that simply hits the spot. And living in the Bay Area, one thing you start to notice is that the best munchie food usually is made inside of a truck. Today we have Yogi, the founder of Munchie House, and his brother Wood. The Munchie House is a food truck out of Oakland that on evenings, Tuesday through Friday, provides some of the best munchie food the Bay Area has to offer. We talked to Yogi about how he founded his Munchie enterprise and how it found its home in Oakland. Caution, this episode will make you hungry. It is pretty neat to have a fan base, though.
It's fun, but then it's like you get tired of it.
Yeah.
Because like you can't go nowhere and you just
get
yourself,
recognized and they want to come up and say hi.
Hey, what's up? Say something to my snaps. Say something to my Instagram. Especially me, I talk a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, bro. Like, cool. Let me finish eating.
So when do you start? Are we live now? We're live now. So,
Sick.
Yogi, Wood, thanks for coming on to the podcast.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having
Yeah.
us.
So
Thanks
for the listeners and for the people on Facebook, both of you own the Munchie House, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
he
Well,
does the
I
owner.
own
You
it.
own it.
And
Okay.
he's working with
I'm
me.
like an assistant manager.
Okay.
I'm his
So-
assistant.
So there's a lot of buzz about the food, and we were just previously talking about like networking and fan base, and really this is how we ended up here on the podcast. Is a few of your fans basically told me I got to have you guys on the podcast.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
So let's start off with one of the questions. What has your attention? So I like to ask people what's on your mind. What's got your attention right now? It could be music, video games, book, politics. What is it?
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to the summer. Everything else is like I don't watch TV. I don't be on stuff like that. So just go by the day. You know what I mean?
I think more and more people are not watching TV these days.
That's what it is. But a lot of people are starting to play this game called Fortnite. Something like that.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people's on that.
Yeah. Sam, you play it?
A lot of people's on that game, so that's what's bringing people in the house now.
Well, okay, so we were just talking about collaboration, but look at the number of people jumping onto Fortnite and Twitch just because of Drake and Ninja playing.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, crazy.
Just as a few.
Yeah. What about you, Wood?
Me, I don't know. I would just want the Warriors to win this season. That's about it. Man.
They won last night.
But
though.
what happens
I
after
know.
they
I
win?
want them to win the whole finals.
Yeah.
What would it be after they win? What's next?
What's next?
What do we get the ring?
Another
Okay,
one.
you get the ring, and then
Another
what?
ring.
What happens
Another
after
one,
that?
another one,
What are you
another
gonna look forward after that?
They're setting records. That's what it is.
True.
We need to take
Yeah.
trophies.
It was really disappointing, wasn't it, when they went almost undefeated the entire season, and
it was
then
ridiculous.
yeah.
From what I've seen,
We gotta win some, we lose some. And it's
from what I've seen,
we can't be sore losers.
They're getting aggressive in there.
So before we keep going, I do want to mention East Brother Beer out of Richmond. They are our sponsor today. So have you guys tried their beer?
No, I haven't.
So they're located over there right by Point Richmond, Canal Boulevard cutting.
Yeah.
They have a very cool spot, pool tables, the whole deal. They do food trucks too. You guys should talk to them about setting up out there because they have a lot of people that show up, especially on weekends.
That's tight,
Yeah,
especially because we're around Richmond.
Yeah.
We be around.
Okay. Do you guys grow up in Richmond?
Well,
Some part.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
We have a history with Richmond. We
All our families in Richmond.
Yeah.
We're in Oakland.
We were moved out of Oakland kind of for a little bit, basically, because rent got too high. So
We was in a struggle, so
Yeah.
moms and all of us had to come out here, and then we all went our separate ways after that.
Yeah.
So
You know what? Okay, so like I was telling you, I'm a property manager, right? So a lot of the rentals I have here in Richmond, Pinole area, 80% of the people are people from Oakland and San Francisco. They're like, why am I going to pay?
They come out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's cheaper
Well,
and you get more.
My auntie had a house here, so we all just had to bundle up at her house for a while, and then eventually, once we got our money going,
And we ended
got
up
our
getting
bus-
older.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
had to
I mean-
spread out wherever we could, you know,
Yeah.
get our families going.
I
Yeah,
think we
that's how
took
it is right
advantage
now.
of our girlfriends and just went and moved into the
Yeah, but we
girlfriend's
back
house.
to Oakland, man. We living there now. We back strong.
Yeah, Oakland is our roots, though, man.
Yeah.
That's where we
Yeah.
from.
But we
Oakland.
definitely know the area of Richmond now.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of the Bay Area, actually, from Hayward to back to Bay Hill, everywhere.
Pretty much the whole Bay Area.
Yeah.
Everything.
We know a little bit of it.
So now you have the Munchie House has a white van.
Yeah,
right?
Mhm.
And so you're mobile and you can set up pretty much anywhere, right?
Yeah. I could take it wherever I want, honestly.
So I mean, do you have a plan like where you're gonna go, or is it kind of random and your fans basically follow where you're gonna go?
Well, usually what I do, I post it up on the Instagram. My Instagram is at Munchie House, but pretty much now I have a set location where I'm actually at all the time, and I put it on my bio. So if you look at my bio, it says the times, and it says the location where I'm at. But I used to bounce around and go to different places, so now I'm just at one location, one certain location. So I'm not doing the bouncing around no more. And when I do is when someone pretty much pays me to go to their store and do a grand opening, a barber shop, a
Cater,
house parties, catering, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the only time I'm leaving.
Okay.
The location where I'm supposed to be at.
Okay. So let's talk some origin stories here. I mean, you're a rapper.
Yeah.
How did that
Originally,
start?
I'm a rapper.
Originally, yeah, but you still rap though.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah. So when did you get into music, and how did that all develop and start?
I could say I got into music at probably like 14. And this happened because my brother, Snoop's TMH. He pretty much told me one time to get on a song with him. So I said, okay, let's try it. Like I'm not in for it, but let's do it. So I did it. I got a lot of feedback. This was back when they used to have the scraper bikes and everybody used to play music on their bikes. So I used to play my song and everybody was like, oh, this is tight. Let me get the song. Put it on YouTube, got the song. That's how I ended up becoming a rapper. I started doing music from there. So from there I kept going, made a lot of songs. Then after that I just kept going with the rapping, started doing music videos and took off from there.
So how do you get connected?
That's my blood brother. We've been brothers since.
Wherever I
we're
go, he
brothers.
goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm there, he's there.
Yeah,
At least we try to get him there.
We
Yeah.
try to stick together, you know. It's more like a partnership, I guess. It's like he knows where I'm at, I know where he's at all times, kind of thing.
We literally
Yeah.
share location. On our phones.
I have technology, man. It's
Yeah.
great. But yeah,
So when did the transition happen from rapping, making music to the Munchie House?
Well, this really came because I honestly, I don't know. I went to jail. Honestly, I went to jail. I was in jail for a while, and I thought to myself throughout the time I was there, like, what am I gonna do when I get out? What can make me a better person? So, sitting down thinking, I thought, I'm gonna start a business. But originally, I was gonna start making tacos. I was gonna become a taco guy. Late night in East Oakland, there's no taco places that's open from
Really?
from 54th to the hundreds. There's no open places where they sell food. So I was like, you know what? When I get out, I'm gonna start a taco place and sell tacos late at night. So from there, someone offered me the hot dog thing. So I looked at it like, I don't sell hot dogs. I never made hot dogs. Well, never mind. When I was in jail, I thought about it, and I told myself that I was gonna do something better with myself when I get out. So when I got out, I ended up selling hot dogs because someone sold me the hot dog cart.
So someone sold you the hot dog cart, and then that's how you decided I'm just gonna do
it
hot
just
dogs.
took off
Yeah.
with it. It just
I
took
bought
off
it.
with
I ended up coming up with some money because I used to work security.
Okay.
So I ended up buying the food. I posted it on my regular Instagram. I posted, hey, you know what? I'm over here. I'm selling hot dogs. Pull up. So a lot of people started coming, like I said, to meet me. That was their excuse. Was like, oh, you know what? I want to get to know them.
Okay, so this was a fan base for your music.
For my
already.
music, yeah.
Okay.
So I took my music fan base, and then I became Munchie House. I opened an Instagram. I made an Instagram when I realized I had a lot of people following me. A lot of people wanted to know what days I was open, and I couldn't keep posting it on my rapping page, so I had to make my own page for the Munchie House. So from there, that took off on its own, just Munchie House.
Okay, so someone sells you the hot dog cart.
Yeah.
But at this point, have you ever cooked a hot dog?
No, never made a hot dog. Never made a hot dog.
But we always, experiment with things. Like whatever we have. Growing up, we were never like the richest kids, so we would always have whatever we could work with. We just made it something delicious.
But those are the best recipes sometimes.
Yeah, and that's what we went by, So the hot dog, like he said, he's been in jail. I've been in jail a few times too, and we just like in jail we spread like over there. You use what you got, so that's what we was working with. So we was just like, you know what, people get hungry, they get the munchies. You want to just eat whatever, And at that point, I'm assuming that's what he was going with. So that's probably what he just.
I pretty much took the recipe from jail and brought it out here.
Okay.
A lot of people always ask me like, "Hey, why don't you make spread? You're known for always being in jail." It's like, "Oh, why don't you make spread?" So I told him like, you know what, like I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna bring something like literally jail out here. So what I did, I ended up doing the chips. It's a bag called Munchies. So that has a lot of different chips on it.
Yeah.
So what I did my own Munchies, and I added my little touch to it, and I called it the Munchie House because it's for people that always get the Munchies. You know what I mean? On the late night, because I'm open from 7 to 10:30. That's late for other people or for me, for anybody. So I called it the Munchie House because when you get the Munchies, you want to go eat something just like a snack or something.
Yeah.
And that to me is like a snack or meal or I don't know, whatever people want to call it. I call it the buzz down.
Yeah.
That's the buzz down, famous recipe.
Okay, so you're really just taking advantage of the late evening crowd then, like 7:30 to 10.
Yeah, because a lot of people get off of work at 5, get home like at 6, you shower, do what you got to do, and then you want to come back out and get something to eat or get something to eat before you go home. But me, I was out so many times that I realized what times are the busiest, and I realized that from 7 to 10:30 is the busiest. So took advantage of the hours.
Yeah. Now, your food. So let's talk about your food here, because you brought some here, and what did you end up bringing here?
Oh, this boy likes it, man.
Shout
out East Brothers, man.
East Brothers, man.
You want another one? We got some more.
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
Well, here, it's for you right there.
Let's see here. Oh shit.
Those are the.
Oh my god.
We got the chicken apple buzz down and the bacon wrap buzz down.
And then we have the corn on the cup.
Okay, so let's talk about these dogs right here. Describe them.
Buzz down.
That's what it's called, the buzz down?
They call it the buzz downs. So when I get people to come to me, they say, "Hey, can I get a buzz down or could I get a bacon wrap?" A lot of people, because I have bacon wraps.
Yeah.
I got bacon wraps, chicken apple, and regular beef. A lot of people don't get the regular beef. Shout out my A-Raps. They get regular beef. So, I got to have that for them. And then I got the chicken apple. That's another choice. But the bacon wrap is the famous one and the chicken apple. So I figured I'd bring both.
And then that's the chips on top.
Yeah, that's the chips on top. That's the Munchies. That's the buzz down. That's what makes it the buzz down.
Okay.
Chips. So a lot of people, when they get there, "Hey, can I get a regular beef dog?" All right, everything on it, they say yeah. Or can I get some buzz down on it? Buzz down is the chips. That's what the buzz down word comes from.
Okay. You get this on camera. This is amazing. Now, what is this over here that you have?
This here is called in Mexican, buzz down corn. That's what we call it.
Corn in the cup.
But
same, whatever.
Us Mexicans, we call it esquite en vaso, which is corn in a cup, and it has hot Cheetos chips. Hot Cheeto chips, cheese, mayonnaise, and lime and corn. So this one's very famous to us. Munchie House.
They always sell out of it too.
That's the first thing that sells out.
We could get an extra bag one day, and then it'll be like, okay, we sold out yesterday, so let's get an extra bag, and we get that extra bag, and then the next day we sell out again.
Wow.
So it's like we only have our containers only so big. So now we just fill it up, and then it still sells out.
Are you guys selling out every day?
Every day.
We're basically open till we sell out, but usually it's around
by 10:30 it's already gone.
11.
By 10 o'clock, 9:30, 9:45 is all gone.
So how many meals are you selling per day?
To be honest, meals is like the hot dog is a meal. So you get the hot dog, chips, and soda. But how many hot dogs do I sell? I don't keep count, but I know it's a lot of them because I go through a lot of packs.
Packs come
every day is different though.
Rough number, what do you think?
Rough number, at least probably like 85 hot dogs.
Wow.
So and that's 4 hours only.
Okay, so this over here is kind of like the elote, right?
Yeah, it's corn. I peel it. I got to
Except
do the
it's
whole
in
thing.
a cup though.
Yeah.
So you could do a lot more with it.
I could experiment with it, make it more munchy.
There's
you
people,
know what I mean?
there's people that put the chips on there. A lot of people that put the hot chips on the dogs. I mean, that you could have it however you really like. You just tell us how to do it, and we're there.
We're pretty much there to help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, we were talking before we got into the podcast, and I kind of want to bring it up again. As far as collaboration, one of the reasons why we're doing the podcast, but you also mentioned you're not big on collaborating with other food vendors near you, right?
Yeah.
Why?
For one, the stuff that I have is very unique. I have my own name for it, and right now I have a lot of people that's coming to me because of the famous things that I'm doing. I'm not, you know what I mean? They're becoming famous because a lot of people's asking about them. A lot of people wants it. But the reason why I don't want no one to collaborate with me is because I have my own people already. I don't want to mix that up where people only want that now or they only want this, and it's, you know, whatever I'm running now, I want to keep it as that's what I'm running. That's why I haven't added a lot of different other things to my menus for the same thing. So whatever I got going could just take off on its own and keep building. Obviously, I
Just
could
keep it like very original and organic, right?
It's like when you go to a restaurant. You go to a restaurant, you get the menu and you got 20 things. You're going to sit there for like at least 10 minutes trying to figure out what you want. Now you come to me, I only got 3 different hot dogs. You got bacon wrap, chicken apple, or regular beef. And I got corn in a cup. That'll be easy. Okay, I feel like a chicken apple. I feel like a bacon wrap. I feel like just plain. I don't want to, no bacon, no chicken. So it's easy to choose from. So the more you add to a menu, the harder you make it to choose. The less you got, the easier it is, the faster it is. So that's what it is.
So you want to keep it very niche.
Yeah.
Plus you have that special topping, right?
I mean,
Buzz down.
Buzz down.
Buzz down.
I feel like everybody should. Even as small as variety we have, somebody could always pick something out that they're gonna like and enjoy eating. You know, just because of the fact that it's delicious. I eat it myself all day. Like I work with him.
I'm tired of it.
I'm
tired of
it.
it.
I don't think you could ever get tired of him. Honestly,
They're good. But when you're working with them and you gotta just keep doing your thing with them, it's like I'm tired of hot dogs.
Yeah.
And they're delicious though.
Now, are you working on any other recipes right now?
Right now, I'm actually working on, another recipe, but I'm trying to open a different truck.
Okay.
So that's gonna.
So I have like 2.
Yeah, but this is gonna be the Munchie House, and then the other one will be something different. So everything I'll sell at the other place will be something different.
Oh, that's
But
really
the plan
good.
for that one is me not being there. So that's gonna be the sketchy hard part. Me not being there, because like I was telling you earlier, a lot of people come to say what's up to me, take a picture with me, and hang out with me, you know what I mean, crack jokes, put me on the Instagram, whatever. So that's going to be hard to see if it takes off on its own. So I'm not going to use this Munchie House to help that out. I'm gonna just use, like, again, my TMH Yogi page to push that, you know what I mean. I'm going to keep this, like I said, at its regular business. It's a regular page, you know what I mean. I'm not going to add more to it. Just like you were saying, if I want to collab with someone, that's me collabing with myself. Yeah, that I'm not gonna do that.
And we're honestly always working with something new, but we don't like to stick at like, we want to give variety. Like maybe one week we add shrimp to the dog. Maybe one day we add some cheese or something.
Okay, so like a special.
Yeah, like a special. Exactly. We're not exactly.
But keep it in rotation.
Keep it in rotation. Keep it, you know, not exactly. It's maybe 1 week this, 1 week that, and just keep it. You know,
we're only trying to get better, but that takes its time on its own. You know what I mean? You can't rush it. You can't rush it. Yeah. You rush it, it's not gonna come out how you want it to. And in reality, it's like whatever you come up with, it's like, think about it. Think Munchie. You know what I mean? What would you eat that's Munchie? That's what
Everything
you're gonna give
up.
Right? That's true, but milk is not Munchie. You can't add no milk.
So where do you see this business going? I know you're talking about opening up a second truck, but what's the ultimate goal for you?
Honestly,
franchise. A Munchie franchise.
You know what? That may be funny, but
that's
realistic.
It's realistic.
Yeah.
I'm realistic,
but it's just
think about it. I mean, that'll be a big move.
Yeah.
That'll be a big move.
Well, is there any other business called the Munchie House that's big right now?
The Munchie House. Us? No, other than that, no, it's just us.
So you could totally build it up and and start franchising.
Mm-hmm.
But it would go back down to, okay, if you start franchising, then how do you make sure that everyone stays in line with your product and your brand, right?
Well, you always have
And
to have.
honestly, like, to be honest, I've been seeing a lot of people. They've been tagging me on Instagram where it's a lot of people trying to copy my style, copy my recipe. So that's like kind of hard. Like, you know what I mean? I wish it could be something I could bring out that no one could copy.
Yeah.
But
You
then
could
again,
always,
it's never gonna taste the same. I make my own barbecue sauce, and I do my own little chip buzz down. You know what I mean? Everybody could try to put all kind of. Sorry about that. Everybody could put any kind of chips, but it's not gonna be the chips I put. So it's not gonna taste the same.
Yeah,
try
I think with copycats, like, you have to just appreciate the fact that they're trying to
They're
make
admiring
their
what you
product.
got.
Exactly,
They're admiring
right?
what you got.
They're like, this guy's got the shit,
Yeah.
right? I need to have my product be like that,
Yeah.
right? So number one, I think you have to really admire that. But number two is when you're trying to copy, you're never going to be better than that person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never gonna come out. Same thing. I'm not saying it's not the same, but when I do the hot dog and he does the hot dog, it's like we do it differently. We lay everything down differently. You know what I mean? Or I could put mayonnaise first, ketchup last, or he could do mustard first, ketchup last. It's different.
Do you have
know what I mean?
people that show up wanting something cooked by you
Yes.
specifically or you
Yeah,
specifically?
usually they like him. I try to do my best to.
One person that I actually get that gives me the hardest time, and like, shout out my brother Snoops. He always wants mayonnaise on the bun, the bacon wrap, a lot of mustard, extra mustard. He's the one that always gives me a hard time. And then he brought his own relish. I don't use relish. I don't bring relish because that's like, you know, chips, mix it with the relish, jalapeno is like, it don't go good. To me, I wouldn't eat it, so I'm not going to add it for someone else to eat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to give out something I wouldn't eat, you know, personally. But he
He
brought his own
loves
relish.
relish.
he told me, save this. This is for me. Whenever I come, do it like this. So then he goes on his Instagram and says, everybody go to Munchie House, ask for the Snoop special. So now you got people talking, hey, can I get the Snoop special? He's a rapper too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's the one that brought me into rapping. He's the one that helped me out. You know what I mean? Like I said, huge shout out. But so pretty much now I got people, hey, can I get the Snoop's recipe? So now I got to bust down with the Snoop's recipe. You know what I mean? Which is that's probably like the only hard time that I get. But other than that, I mean, if I got to make them and we're busy, I got to make them. If he's busy making the hot dogs, then he's going to do them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if for someone to come and says like, oh, I specifically want him to do it, I would do it. You know what I mean? Because, you know, that's what you're coming for. You're coming for the Munchie House, for me, for us. You know what I mean? We united. You know what I mean?
So is it only the two of you right now?
Yeah, it's just us
It's
running.
just us two working on it.
So you guys are hustling.
I mean,
making it happen.
breaking our backs. It might seem easy, but it's hard. We gotta cook. We gotta cut the corn. Cook
So
the
what's
corn.
your typical day look like in order to prepare for all this?
Well, we have to go shopping
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
We gotta go shopping for it. Right now I'm living out of a studio, so it's hard for me to cook there. You know what I mean? So I gotta cook everything on the spot, which everything's fresh and everything's clean and sanitary. Everything's cool, right? But pretty much gotta go buy grocery shopping, peel the corn, cut the corn, clean the corn, then pretty much we
Start setting up, trying to figure out the barbecue, and then, you know, it all.
we gotta make. I
It's
make my
just-
own barbecue, so you gotta add your ingredients. You gotta cook the barbecue. You gotta heat it up. You gotta do all kind of stuff, man.
So you're not doing this at home. You're doing this on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go to set up somewhere, are you usually there a few hours in
I'm
advance?
an
to
hour
set
and a
up?
half early. Hour and a
Okay.
half early.
Yeah.
So while I already got everything cut up and while I'm cutting everything, cooking everything, we're setting up. So everything's
As
cooking, we're
doing
setting
it,
up.
Yeah.
So once
So we're
got,
working as like the things are cooking. Like the corn takes a while to cook, so you know we just keep it top. That's really what takes about an hour or so. That's
the
what
corn.
Really takes,
The corn takes forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're not ready on time. Like we put 7. Sometimes we're probably like 7:15, 7:20. But I mean, it's worth it honestly. If you're gonna wait an extra 15 minutes for your dog,
You should see how packed it gets.
Because it's a line.
It's
like,
7:10. You already got at least, I could tell you, at least 12 people in line, and they all ordering 3 and up. So that's a lot of pressure on us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause and then the corn on top of that, like I said, corn sells itself. It sells fast. So it's like he gets an order of 14 corns, and then I got to do an order of 22 corns. I mean, 22 hot dogs. You look at it like, you know, it's a lot of pressure on
Yeah.
us
We
while
make
we're
it
still
work,
trying to
though.
finish everything, setting up and wiping stuff down, putting up the bread and refilling everything. You know, it gets stressful sometimes.
Have you guys thought about setting up like outside of office spaces?
What do you mean?
Like commercial business parks. And at lunchtime they all want to go out and get something to eat, but many commercial business parks don't have a lot of food options, so they kind of have to drive out.
Yeah. I've had a lot of people that want me at this place in Richmond. It's the Chevron gas, what you call it? The one in Point Richmond.
Oh, okay.
The pretty much the headquarters of Chevron or whatever.
Yeah.
They want me to go there, and then it's this other place called Blue Apron. It's like a
Blue Apron's like pretty big in the Bay Area.
Yeah. So they wanted, a lot of people hit me on Instagram like, hey, we don't have a food truck, and
it's funny because all they do is they pack food and
they
ship food.
pack food.
So
and they're like, we don't want to eat our own food.
A lot of people request me to go there, but like I said, you got to realize we end at 10:30 at night, and then by the time we finish cleaning everything up and putting everything down, it's already 12 o'clock.
And but most of the time we usually do run out of stuff. So let's say we ran out, and then the next morning the store we go to doesn't really open till like I think 9. So then after that we have to get all the stuff and start cooking everything. It probably wouldn't.
And if that store doesn't have it, we have to go to one on the other side of the city. So it's kind of hard for us to be able to work in the morning and do like catering or something like that in the mornings for like stores or businesses, offices, like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we trying to basically stick to what we got going on right now because that's what's working.
It's a lot easier for us.
I guess if you guys franchise or end up having a second truck, you can do that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and we're working on it. It's all work. It's all work. As long as you network with everybody.
We work and work harder.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be harder on us.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working for.
And we employees, you always need those. So some help.
Yeah, running the business is always like very interesting because it's always different, right?
Yeah.
And every single day,
about
it's a. I mean, that's what I do here too, and every single day it's completely different. But when you're doing something you love to do, I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's what.
And you get paid too.
Yeah, that's what we get into.
Hopefully you get paid, right?
Yeah, we try.
Yeah.
But then you got to realize, like I said, we got to buy stuff every day. So every day is like
now, are you doing this 7 days a week?
No, I'm doing it 4.
Okay.
4 days a week. Take 3 days off.
Oh, that's not bad though. But you work hard for 4 days.
I'm sticking to it. I got that routine where I have to be there, and I got to be there on time. And there's people out there waiting for me. So I'm not gonna sit here and take whatever days off I want like I used to. Before I used to do that. I would just take off whatever day I want.
Yeah.
So I realized, like, there's people out there waiting for me. There's people that's craving my food. I'm not gonna just be on my time. Yeah. So now it's like I made an actual schedule, actual days. So now I got to be there when I have to be there, which is from Tuesday to Friday, from 7 p.m. to 10:30 p.m.
Yeah.
So the thing is that our days off, a lot of the time we're doing catering. So we're probably doing like, usually it's Saturday and Sunday or Sunday. We're doing like parties or little events.
Mm-hmm.
Little events.
We're not doing nothing huge yet, but we're working on it. Hopefully we get to something huge.
So you guys are like legit working 6-7 days a week then?
Yeah,
I could say 6. Legitimately 6. Yeah. Mondays is just, to us, it's slow days, kickback days. Monday is our day. Like being realistic, you know what I mean? But Saturdays we do events, we do catering.
But even on our days off, we're out passing stickers around.
Yeah.
We're out, trying to figure out something that could help the business,
Yeah. Now, do you see the business growing because of the food, or do you see it mainly from the fan base that you had with music?
To be honest with you, it grew because of the fan base that I had, but now the food is speaking for itself. Mm-hmm. So now it's like every time I have someone come and I realize, like, I got the habit of asking, hey, where y'all coming from? Where you guys from? Not in a bad way, but like, hey, what's up? Like, oh, how you guys doing? Where y'all coming from? And they tell me, oh, I got people from East Palo Alto. I got people from Salinas. I got people from Redwood. I got people from everywhere. So what I try to do a lot that I got used to is, hey, can you take a picture of it and shout me out? Tag Munchie House. Don't tag tmh.yogi. Tag Munchie House. You know what I mean? So that, like I said, the pictures and the food itself is taking off. That.
Well, that was the very first question you asked me right before, when we met here, is, hey,
how'd you hear about me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think, so let's talk a little bit about business advice, because a lot of the people that listen and watch are other real estate or small business people.
Yeah.
And they're always trying to figure out, well, how can I improve my own business, right? And I think you guys really have it down when it comes down to, number one, caring about your client and really your fan base and your customers, right? Someone running the business or looking to get into a business, what's the number one tip you would have to give to them?
Stay consistent. Stick to it. If you do it, it don't work out at the beginning. Just keep going. Keep going. It's gonna come on. It's gonna come to you.
Okay.
Just don't give up on it.
Stay consistent. That's huge.
Yeah.
And that comes down to marketing. It comes down to even podcasting, what we're doing. Now you mentioned networking.
Yep, get yourself out there. Make sure get the people you need to.
Like to me, it helped me because, like I said, of the people I already had. So that took me and helped me up. You know what I mean? But for someone that doesn't have that, someone that, you know what I mean, that just want to start their own business because that's what they want to do. They want to do business. Is stick to it. Do it. If you're gonna do it, just do it. Pay. You know what I mean? Just put your all to it. You know what I mean? Don't give up. It might not work out in the beginning, but it will eventually. You know what I mean? So I advice that I could give is just don't give up.
Yeah, that's one thing I figured out probably back in 2010 or 11. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm doing a perfect job of brand marketing my name, but I knew brand marketing your name is huge in like for any business owner, because you build up your name, you build up your brand. Basically your brand, right?
Yeah.
Then you can go from one thing to another and your fans are going to follow you.
Yeah.
I mean, shows from music to hot dogs, right?
Yeah.
But you still do music though, right?
Yeah, I definitely do. I do music. It's on YouTube. We was on Pandora. We had a little issues with Pandora and SoundCloud and
a lot of people
Spotify.
had issues with Pandora.
Yeah, but the thing about it is they rob you for your money. You know what I mean? Like we was getting paid from YouTube and everybody.
They have to. They're not even making money themselves.
Yeah, but they start like robbing us for our money. You know what I mean? I don't feel like getting finessed no time. So it's like, you know, we took ourselves off. Right now we're on YouTube, but you know what I mean? That whatever we getting paid on that is going to a certain person. You know what I mean? But that's in between us on whatever we got going with the payment issues.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, the rapping's still there. I rap.
So when you make music, are you just putting out like a track at a time, or are you actually putting together albums and putting it out there?
Honestly, I don't even have an album. I don't got a mixtape. What I'm doing is just dropping singles, dropping music videos, and like I said, a lot of people fuck with me. Features. So it's like, I'm doing a lot of features right now. That I got this buzz with my buzz on rapping again is coming right back up. It had slowed down for a while. It's starting to come back up. A lot of people are asking me for features, and I got good features with people right now, and hopefully that'll help me a lot more with the rapping, because a lot of people are starting to get to know me for the rapping, but a lot new people for the cooking. They don't know that I rap, so now I gotta have them get to know that. Oh yeah, he's a rapper
Smart.
too.
You can build up both sides.
Yeah. I'm taking advantage of both, and honestly, I wouldn't say taking advantage of it. I just, you know, I'm helping myself out. Myself.
Yeah. So when it comes to business though, like that eye of looking at all the different opportunities, it's so helpful, isn't it? Like just being able to find the opportunities and where you can make money.
It's a lot of money to be made out there. You just gotta look for it. Look for it. It's not gonna come to you.
Yeah.
It's not.
And you know, if you look at some of the big companies, like they don't make income from one source. They're making income from all kinds of sources.
Multiple sources. Yeah. You can't be a lazy hustler. You gotta
lazy hustler.
You have to have multiple hustles, man. For real.
Yeah. So, I don't think we have a beat, but you want to give us a sample?
What kind of sample you want?
Acapella something?
If you, I could rap this song that probably like a little 15-second, a little snippet of a song that I got when I got out of jail. He say, I say, bounce back from nothing, but now I gotta have it all. Gotta get this money, man. I gotta stack it tall. Looking out for the option. I'm ducking all the log, getting straight to the bread. It's all a nigga saw. Blue strips. Yeah, I try to get mine. Ducked off for a minute, but now it's time to shine. See, I can't stop, won't stop. Regardless, I'ma do me. Police trying to hate, but they really trying to do me. And that's my little, you feel me? That's a little song I got going. That's a song I made when I got out of jail. I had wrote it before I went to jail because I was going through a situation where I was just going through a bad situation with the police. And when I got out of jail, since I was hiding from the police for a while, when I got out of jail, what I did, me being who I am, I'm hard-headed. I went to every police station, into the jail I was incarcerated at, and I shot a music video in front of all their stations. and every spot that I went to, which was the Eastmont Mall in Oakland, downtown Oakland, North County, and Santa Rita, which is in Dublin, I went and shot a music video in front of their stations. And the reason why I did that was to show them that, hey, you know what? I did what I had to do. I did my time. Now I'm out. I'm not scared. I'm not worried about hiding from you guys. I'm here to show y'all that I'm gonna stand my ground as a man.
Did any police department give you shit about that?
Definitely. I had a lot of police officers that told me, like, hey, what's up with you in that new music video you got out? We seen that. Why you do that? You're in our grounds. This is our territory, whatever not. But when I was at the Eastmont police station, there's a lot of cops that came up to me like, hey, you can't be shooting a music video. I'm like, from here to there I could, and you guys can't pretty much tell me nothing about it. I'm like, hey, you know, you're right. Oh, keep doing your thing. They start giving me my props. Oh, hey, Yogi, you're out? Like, yeah, I'm out. You know what I mean? And they were like, oh, they all start talking about it. Like, oh, look who's out there. They went inside the station. Then a lot more people came on. They were like, oh, look, there he goes. He's out. They thought I was still in jail, but unfortunately I wasn't. But
fortunately, you wasn't.
But I could say I came out as a better person. Took a lot of time in jail and thought about what I wanted to do. So that's where the Munchie House idea came from. And yeah, I mean, I'm out now and doing the Munchie House. Shout out the Munchie House.
And this is growing up really big. I mean, it's exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are killing it with this. So, I mean, congratulations. I'm about to dive into this here in a minute because this looks fucking delicious.
you gotta get to it, man. You got people wondering like, man, what's that gonna taste like? We need his opinion.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try the corn right now.
Yeah. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Just don't fall asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks amazing.
Yeah, that's
there's hot Cheetos on top, right?
Yeah. That's the Mexican corn with mayonnaise, cheese, lemon, and hot Cheetos.
Fuck.
That's the buzz down. Fuck.
That's the buzz down.
Wow. And yeah, dude, the hot Cheetos just add that.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, this is so good. Sam, you're gonna have to try this.
Yeah, we got a cup for him too.
Yeah, we got a cup for him right here, bro. Shout out my mans, man.
Yeah,
gotta get him one too. Gotta get him one too.
That's so delicious. So where are you guys gonna be next this coming week?
Well, we're what do you mean? Like
location wise?
Location wise, I'm always on 105th and International.
Okay.
And catering wise, I don't think I have one booked yet, but I'm sure it'll come. But if it doesn't, well, guess we'll just take the day off and just do something better to be able to.
I'm
gonna take one of your cards because I know people that are doing events all the time, and they're always looking for like catering, right?
Yeah,
for
we're all East Bay, man. Just give us a call. We're Porter. Well, the Munchie House is. We could go wherever. So
good, right, Sam?
Man, you hear him in the background. Oh man, orgasm in his mouth.
About it, yeah.
Pretty much. No more Fortnite, Munchie House.
Yeah, I still gotta try that.
I'm not usually a huge corn fan either, so.
Hey, I swear to God, I get a lot of people that tell me, I don't like corn, but your corn looks hella good. I want to try it. I swear to God, they keep coming back for the corn, G.O.D.
And
where do you buy
a lot
corn
about
from?
that too.
I get it from Loda. I get it delivered in the morning. I get that delivered in the morning.
Like legit, like corn coming in, and organic.
But I only get a case. So it's someone that comes from Lodi and delivers to all the stores. But I had someone that put me on that connect, so they tell me like, okay, this person does this, he got this, he got that. So then I ended up buying a case from him. So I get a case every day. Like the days that I work, I get a case every day. So from there, it's like freshly picked. You know what I mean? All I got to do is, chop it down, cut it down.
Yeah.
And then clean it, cook it, and it goes from there.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, guys, thanks for coming on to the podcast. I mean, this is amazing. I'm gonna dive into these hot dogs here in a minute.
Them things is bulky. Bust down.
But thanks for coming on to the podcast. Really appreciate it. Good luck into the business. I mean, I heard about you guys from other people that said you got to try their food. You got to have them on the podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you guys were able to come out and we were able to collaborate, do something here together.
Yeah, we had to make it happen, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Man.
So,
shout out East Brothers, man, for the beer.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
pleasure.
For sure.
East Brothers.
Their beer is really good.
Yeah.
You guys feel free to take some too if you want. But check them out. They're over there right by Point Richmond too, where that Chevron station is at.
Yeah, we definitely got to go pay them a visit, man.
Yeah, and Richmond's got a lot of brewing companies popping up right
Especially in Point Richmond.
Yeah.
You go to the back like
road.
literally Point Richmond, you get a lot of restaurants where they got a lot of beers and all kind of little bars and stuff.
Yeah.
Just got to find them. They're tucked.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there that don't quite know what Point Richmond really exists.
They got hidden treasures, man.
Yeah. Now, actually, before we sign off, contact information. Is it the best way to contact you on Instagram?
Yeah, on Instagram. My email, I check it and I get my notifications. But I got my business card and I got stickers. This is my business card. These are my stickers. I got the stickers. I put them up everywhere. It has my phone number. It has my other Instagram. So if you don't reach me on Munchie House, you can reach me on tmh.yogi. And yeah, pretty much on Instagram will be a lot easier. I'm always on social media.
Yeah.
I'm always on social media.
You hit me up within a few hours.
Yeah. I had
you.
to. You gave me a good opportunity. I had to take it, man. Shout out to you also, brother.
Yeah.
And then your number, just in case for people that are interested, 510-942-9567. And we're going to go ahead and tag up everything on Facebook and all the different channels where this podcast goes. So
Appreciate
thanks,
you
guys.
Shout out Tribe Hours.
Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Thank you to our guest for joining us today. Thank you to our producer, Sam Lubman, and a big thank you to our sponsor, East Brother Beer, for providing us with today's beer tasting. For more information about today's beer and East Brother, go to their website at www.eastbrotherbeer.com. For more information on what I do as a property manager, visit my website at marcguzman.com. I really want to thank all of you for listening. It means the world to me, and I hope today's episode provides you value in your day-to-day life. I created this podcast to help showcase the many great people that live in this world and help share some knowledge that I've learned along the way in life. Again, thank you for listening. Check out our sponsors, and I'll catch you on the next episode.